Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're going to be hauling a SS-27 Sickle B, which is a 75-ton ballistic missile launcher. There it is right there, number 132. Be taking a short haul here through, I believe we are in Belgium or Germany. Actually, I think we are in Germany right now. And we're just going to be hauling it a short distance. I wanted to show this off, this military mod, as there's many vehicles from Wargame Red Dragon, and since that's what we're most popular for, I think I'll continue this with showing off other vehicles in their 3D form. So here you can see our Rat Pack truck, pimped out with all Rat Pack colors and such. Of course, if you've seen us at twitch.tv/Rat Pack, you know all about it. So I'm going to kind of cautiously approach this vehicle. It looks like it's armed with a nuclear weapon, so we're going to go ahead and slowly back. Wow, we were actually reversing without the backup beeper going off. So I'm going to try to pick this up from an angle, as it's going to be extremely difficult to get out of here otherwise. This trailer is extremely long and this cargo is extremely heavy. We've got about a 3-hour truck drive to go, which should just be a few minutes in real life time. Alright, there we are. We're close enough to grab it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at everything here. Looks good. We'll press T to hook up, and it nudges it on there for us. Wow, that is a big vehicle. Let's go ahead and flip over to F5. We're going to look at the map here. We're in Haulin right now, heading to Dusseldorf, so I was right in Germany. I was looking around for quite a while to find one of these to haul around, and in this mod, the military mod, you can see that there's all sorts of different standard cargo to haul, as well as military ones, such as this M270, which is 25 tons from Swansea to Bratislava. Look at that trip. Whoa, oh boy. You get a lot of money from transporting things like these, and you can even transport military boats, military helicopters, and all sorts of different types of fighting vehicles. But for now, with that aside, let's haul some nukes. So I'm going to try to drive this as professionally as I can. Of course, I've been playing a lot in the multiplayer with Stromby and the rest of the Rat Pack, but unfortunately, you can't play with mods like this. And damn, look at that. You cannot play the mods in multiplayer, and if you could, man, would that be fantastic. But look at this big sumbitch. Wow, that is a massive vehicle. What is that, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 wheels on that thing? Who even knows? There's probably hidden wheels in there. But we're going to try to drive this as cautiously as we can, and I'm going to try to use my utmost professionalism. I'm using a keyboard now in order to drive, and in order to be more accommodating for simulations. I could get a keyboard in the future, but for now we're just going to try to, I guess, simulate this truck as best we can. I guess Europe's in a time of war, and it's time for us to haul around the Soviet weaponry in Europe, or in Germany, which is a little strange. But anyway, we've got a big trailer here we're pulling out into the road right now. We got to make sure, watch that left mirror there. We got to make sure that turns wide enough. Look at that. Look at how long it takes for this thing to straighten out. We're still in the enemy lane, or as I call it, you know, oncoming traffic. Wow, this thing takes a while to speed up, a while to turn. It's going to be a fun run. So anyway, in this meantime, we're together for about 40 minutes, which is going to be about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so. I wanted to introduce myself a little bit and talk a little bit more about, you know, some stuff as you would on a road trip. I guess I don't know what to talk about in terms of this vehicle as much as it's not featured in Wargame Red Dragon. But speaking of Wargame Red Dragon, I have a lot to thank that game for, as it's really taught me a lot about military, you know, terminology and vehicles and such like that. We're going to get in the left lane now. We're going to have to be turning left here. Had to wait for that green car to get by, and man, this thing takes a mile to stop. But anyway, yes, Wargame Red Dragon. It brought me together with so many great people, and I've had such a fun time with it. And Active Aggression is out now and/or coming out soon. So it's really an exciting and scary time, as, you know, we don't know if this game is going to be the best thing in the world, or is it just going to be something that's meh. Well, it looks like we got a truck here that's giving us the right of way, and these cars here are going to pass with us. Alright, oh gosh, I hope that car does. Okay, we're going to bump that car. Alright, we just destroyed a Mini Cooper with our nuke. So keep in mind the roads here in this game, this is an unauthorized mod, so, you know, obviously the trailer is a lot longer than you would drive in normal. So even though I bumped that car there, in the game terms, they normally give you in the game and the DLC base-wise, they give you trailers and such that are just long enough to get through some of these narrow spaces. So a mod like this is quote-unquote unauthorized, as, you know, the AI doesn't exactly know how to drive around your trailer and everything like that. So sometimes there can be real hiccups, and if you have to deliver to a building that's extremely narrow, it's going to be a bad time, as you're probably not even going to get in there. So we'll see exactly what we have to face. Coming up here, we got a little bit of a truck stop, so if you want to hop out and get some candy or something like that, go for it. I'm going to pull over and get some fuel and show you how that works. I've not showed this game off a lot, but man, do I love playing it. And a lot of people talk about how relaxed they get by playing it. I know there's a great YouTuber named Squirrel, and he has the Nut House and Squirrel Nuts and all that cool stuff that he does with simulator games where he plays trains and stuff like this. And it's cool to watch a guy like that play a game like this. We got another launcher in front of us, it looks like. Oh no, it's a HEMET. It's a tanker in front of us there. See that? That's really cool. He must have dropped off fuel here or something, or maybe he's picking up gas. Who knows? But anyway, I think some weasels passed by us as well. That's the cool thing about this mod, is that not only can you haul the cargo, but everyone else in town seems to be hauling stuff around as well. And look at this. We're barely able to get under the gas station. That's awesome. Alright, so we're going to try to merge. What is that? That is a Striker, I believe, or an MGS or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, let's signal, and hopefully we can merge with traffic here in a minute. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, as we've got a huge cargo, 75 tons. Again, the usual maximum in the game is about 25, so we are 50 tons over the game's usual cargo. Looks like we're good to go here, so we'll gun it and get out into this lane and get trucking as soon as possible. So yeah, this is quite the treat, by the way. It's been getting kind of boring in Euro Truck when we do the Sunday Speedway, just because we've been everywhere, we've hauled everything. Scandinavia is coming out soon, and that's exciting, because just like in European Escalation when ALB was available and you got to go to the mountainous regions in Scandinavia and play with some of the armies there, including the Swedes, the Norwegians, and Danes, that added a lot to that game, and that was really cool. So hopefully this brings new light for me, Stromby, Jackal, and Stellenborg to play more of that as well. So if you've enjoyed that, you know, there's more to come, and if you haven't yet checked it out, it would be awesome if you did. There went a, what the hell was that, a Roland or a Tunguska? I couldn't quite see it. You guys will have to identify some of the vehicles on the road. We'll kind of play like a truck and bingo, but this is more of an experiment to see if you guys just want to hear me banter and just do nothing really out of the ordinary other than truck. But so many people love this game, and so many people tune into our live streams just to chill and watch us kind of just drive along the road and deliver cargo, and it's a really good time. So we're almost to our destination now. The real challenge in this, by the way, is not just driving and keeping in the lanes and not hitting anybody, but the biggest thing in this game is parking. Now, the trailers that are longer are a little easier to deliver, and they're a little easier to control, but this is an extra long trailer, so we'll see how that goes when the time comes. In the future, I plan to haul most of the vehicles that are available in Wargame Red Dragon that are also in this game. There you see a little, I think that was a little bird passing by us. So, holy shit, Hopodoma. See what I was saying about that trailer being real long? Oh, shit. Uh-oh, sorry, Mercedes. So yeah, going around that corner, it's hard to see with the back end of that trailer, so there's always accidents like that that can happen with this kind of a mod. But this is pretty much the biggest cargo that there is, and this is no easy challenge. Imagine if we were going really, really long distances through, like for instance, the Alps and stuff like that. So I'm doing my best to try to keep it on the road. But as you can see in like my upper left and right side mirrors there, not really a lot you can do to see around the cargo. So it's a little difficult, but I like the challenge. It's new and refreshing. So as I was saying, I want to play through all the vehicles in Wargame, and also some new modern stuff that you may not see in Wargame as well. And so there'll be plenty to do, and you guys can share all the facts about all the vehicles down below, and you can tell us if you've ever driven some of these vehicles. There's obviously HEMET there that was back there. Now look at this. Now look at this narrow area here. This is not going to be easy. Look at that, we're going to scrape the gate, I think. Wow. I've impressed myself. Notice that in life. Seem to be my own worst enemy, biggest critic. Is that the same for you? It sounds like goddamn Mr. Rogers, Raptor. Is that the same with you? Do you question yourself on things? Of course, we all do. And man, that was some questionable driving back there on the road, that's for sure. So we can skip the parking delivery if it gets too tough by just hitting enter, but that's the baby's way out. So we're at least going to try to get this here as best we can. I'm going to try to go a little bit wide and try to straighten out the trailer, but this is not going to be easy, and if I have to hit enter, then so be it. It's not the end of the world, I guess. But we did deliver this cargo at least to where we were supposed to. It's just all about them getting it to where they need to now. So let's see. So this is about as close as we can get to this pipe without bumping into it. I guess we go a little further. Alright, that's about as best we can get. Now, the real challenge. Will I be able to do it? I don't know. We'll see. Now again, bigger trailers are a little easier, but this one's just... This is so big that it just becomes something else. It's a whole new world delivering cargo of this size. Look at that. We're just off a little bit. This will probably take me a few attempts. And rightfully so, as we're basically up against the factory already. I think we've actually... Yeah, our trailer. I was continuously just rolling there to see when it would stop, and this is all the space we've got. Let's see if I can go into a different view here, and no, it doesn't look like I can do that, but there's the outside of the factory. But so that's about the most amount of space we get right there. So this is I'm gonna go for a second attempt here, and if I don't get it, then that's just then Tot Verdome with it, as the Germans would say. Yes, I know it's a Dutch thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this another try. I need to actually scoot over a little bit, so let's actually do that. See, if I was delivering in this section, I would be a lot better off. Ooh, that was a cool vehicle that went by. Alright, so we'll give this another, maybe 2 more tries. I really want to get this. Try to impress you guys, that'd be cool. But again, oh yeah, I guess I was not off that far. Cool thing is when you deliver to these factories, wheel was going the wrong way there. Some of these vehicles or factories sound like vehicles. They sound like forklifts, and you can hear cows mooing and all sorts of different stuff. Construction site sound effects. So it's really cool. Look at this. We've avoided. I've now parked it in the other one. Oh, I guess 3rd time's a charm. If we take too long, by the way, our cargo will become late, and we don't want that to happen. So with this one, with our limited space, I'll give it 1 more run, and I don't think you can blame me if I just hit the enter key just to wrap things up, so to speak. So let's give it another try. We'll bring it around. Yeah. I don't think it's meant to be in this tight space. I don't want to give up, but we'll straighten it out and see what we can do. Actually, I think this cargo right here, this cargo container, is a real big problem since it won't let us exactly move to where we need to. But that's okay. We'll hit enter. That's the biggest cargo in the game that I've seen, and an excellent delivery despite scraping up against the road and everything like that. So we got a little bit of experience from that, and a ton of money from that as well. I mean, considering we only went 43 kilometers with a nuclear weapon, hey, I guess that's the way it is. So go ahead and continue then, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the job markets just to see what else might be available in town. We went to Dusseldorf from Köln, so looks like there's nothing here. Looks like we've got some helicopters and such. Sometimes you have to look around, but it's a little bit easier if you've explored most of the map, then you can do a quick travel. Liège here has, looks like some Humvees here, M998 6 tons, so those are needed in Manchester, so we'd probably go through Brussels up to, through Brussels to Rotterdam, all the way across the ferry to, I think we would get off at something here called, well, there's Grimsby, but I think they call the, I don't know exactly what they call the ferry, but plenty to do. So if you guys want more, say more down below, and go ahead and identify some of those vehicles, tell me some stories, and we'll have just some casual hangout times. I want something else to do on the channel other than just, you know, multiplayer matches and wargame and stuff. So thanks for your support in this new venture, and keep on trucking, keep that password, and pimp hand strong. I'll see you guys. Bye. Bye-bye.